What if a beverage company cared as much about taste as they did functionality? And what if this functionality actually could benefit tens of millions of people with health performance that actually could either be measured and or felt? Well, we call that Orange Toucan. And Orange Toucan is got a functionality around moringa, this is a moringa tree, ginger, and turmeric. And its functionality is to reduce blood sugar and improve inflammation. So the big problem in the beverage industry, right, is everything sugar, sugar, and more sugar. There are 136 million people who have diabetes, and there's not a whole lot for them to look for in the beverage aisle. We have 3 out of 5 people in the world that are dealing with inflammation, and when inflammation comes with a lot of chronic illness, there's demands now for better ingredients or better being able to see what's in there and know the names of these things. And ultimately, in the United States, we make products cheaply with what's called hot fill, and it causes us to have to put acids in there, and it warms up the product for a long period of time and actually damages the ingredients. So, what's the solution? Well, the solution is Orange Toucan. And what happened? Uh-oh, something's going. Anyway, the solution with Orange Toucan is that we have a founder who has had his type 2 diabetes change dramatically. And it's peer-reviewed research on moringa that says that it's actually functional, works. We've got, and I'm out of time. So, that went fast.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
I'll keep it up. So, talk about where you're selling your product now and how sales can go.
Yeah, so we're a B2C company. I've been in the beverage industry a long time, and if you want to jump into retail day one, it's going to be millions of dollars to try and get in there. So we're B2C. The price is high enough that we can actually charge and ship and deliver and still have money that's left over to spend for SG&A and stuff like that. So it's a B2C model to start. Yeah, so the moringa plant is called, in Asia, it's called the tree of life, and it's been around forever. And what they do is they actually will pick off, a lot of people make teas and soups and stuff by picking off the leaves. The whole plant is actually edible. It's got plenty of peer review research out there for balancing out your cortisol as well as reducing your blood sugar. So there's a lot of work going on globally on diabetes. It's been around for over 1,000 years in Asia, and it's also in Africa as well.
So you've talked about having a lot of repeat customers and using the product. Why do they keep buying it?
Yeah, so what the biggest thing, we're using influencers who are known for, if they use it, their customers will know that they actually are using it in their personal lives. And what we're seeing is 2 things. One, like we said, we saw the incredible improvement of diabetes symptoms in our person, in one of our founders. The other thing is our number 1 customer who's ordered 47 times is got 2 back surgeries and is taking it for chronic pain, and it's the only thing they've found it solves chronic pain for.
You mentioned B2C, so how are you going to plan on continuing visibility and increasing traction in that sense, in the marketing sense?
Yeah, so from a marketing standpoint, that it really is at this point is the good news about the health and wellness community is they're very much in tune with each other and talking to each other. So it is about, everyone always talks about influencers are expensive, but it's getting the right influencers. And then the other thing that's important is the repeat rate. So the question being, like for instance, I looked at from January to May, we're seeing 13.3% of the people come back and buy a second time already, and we've seen 5.3% come back and buy a third time already. And if that means we haven't. We're seeing conversion rates as high as 6%. So it's going very well. And the biggest thing is being B2C and using our own shop versus Amazon, we own the customer. So we can actually call them, and we do. And the other thing is we can use Klaviyo, where once they buy that first case, we can continually send them information around, especially moringa, which being kind of the unknown, that gives them the science. So we can't make claims, but we can certainly point the science to the customers because we know who they are, where they live, and what their email address is.
What flavors do you offer, and what's your best seller?
So we offer a discovery pack, but the 3 flavors that come in, also that come single flavor, is dragon fruit, with mangosteen. We have lemon, lime, and mango, and then we also have watermelon and lime. So the number one seller right now, they bounce around a bit between the three. The number one seller is actually the Discovery Pack. It's about 70%. The best thing about that, we charge $3 more for that. But they juggle back and forth. As of today, the last couple of weeks, it's been lemon, lime, and mango. But they run pretty equal, which is a good sign.
What's your... Sorry, I just lost my question. Oh, what makes it taste good, and are you primarily only focusing on the health and wellness segment, or are you looking to expand to the general market?
Yeah. So, trade secret. So, if you were to look and say people with actually about moringa, the reason why moringa has not taken off in the United States is taste. And so we've been able to do this naturally. There's nothing in there except juice, the whole fruit, and then 500 milligrams of moringa. So it's got a daily dose of ginger, daily dose of turmeric. As far as starting with the health and wellness community, there's actually been a lot of brands in history that started there, and then eventually we're able to branch out. The good news is because we got good taste, and because we have something that affects millions of Americans, we will need to get to the retail space. The biggest key is right now, and I've talked to a lot of the private equities, I've been in the business a long time, is that it's get that run rate up to around $1.5 million to $2 million, and then you go out and you raise the money to jump into retail. The great thing is for us, and this is rare in the beverage space, is we have margins. So we sell it for $39 for a single flavor 12-pack, $42 for a Discovery Pack, and after shipping to the customer, we still have somewhere around $21, and this is cost of goods already taken out and everything. We're averaging around $21 left over for SG&A and marketing and stuff like that. So very, very profitable.
Gideon's got a question behind you. Last question.
Where's the discount for the founders?
Fresh Start 25 gets a 25% off.
Yes, thank you for asking for the discount. Actually, if anyone likes free, we will be doing some tastings at the back of the room afterwards. Obviously, we didn't do it beforehand to see results, but afterwards, if anyone would like to have a taste, you're welcome to see the backyard.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Is anybody excluded from drinking this? Like, is there any contraindications?
No, not that we've been able to find. So there's, there's recommendations on how much ginger and turmeric you should take each day. So, and moringa probably falls on that. You probably don't want to be drinking 3 or 4 cans a day. There's 500 milligrams of moringa, so that's plenty. So, and it's, a can a day will take care of it. And like we said, the biggest, number one feedback we get is chronic pain is going away. And it's a natural way to do it.
All right, thank you.
I tested that speech, and I was like,
It goes so fast.
it's tough.
All right, you can see that 99 seconds goes so fast, it's so hard to keep to it. But you guys did a great job, honestly. It's hard to do, but you guys did really well. And I applaud you for standing up here in front of a huge audience. You guys did great. Another round of applause for this awesome. So now we're going to vote. I gave you a couple of cheat sheets here. It's subjective of who you think is your favorite, but who you feel did the best presentation, did within the time, where you feel that their business has a big opportunity, big upside for revenue, you're solving an important problem, or this just resonates with you. All right, here's your QR code. Once you do that, you're just going to enter in your email, and then you pick your company that you're voting for, 1 through 5. The names are also on the screen as well. You may have a checkbox or 2, and then you press submit. So we have a few minutes while give everybody some time to go through their technical challenges. If anyone's having some real hardcore challenges and wants to submit it manually into my ear, you are welcome to do so. We have them in the past. But while we have a couple minutes, no one's voting, I'm going to give the microphone to 2 of our sponsors. Frank, do you want to come up? And Jeff? We'll get Jeff to go on since he's right here, and then Frank will go next.